Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today I'm back with more of Riding the Rides at the 2023 Big E in West Springfield, Massachusetts. And as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. Thanks. First up, we have the Wacky Worm. And this is the Big E's intermediate size roller coaster. It's right between the kiddie size one, which I'm too big to ride, and their full size one, which I rode in the last video. But this one's pretty fun. I barely fit in it though. I had to sit cross-legged and my knees were kind of up against my chest, but I did fit, and I am a pretty big guy, so I would say most adults would fit in this ride. That was a lot of fun. It's not nearly as intense as the Super Cyclone, but you go around this one 3 times, and the Super Cyclone only went around once. So I think this ride actually lasts longer than the Super Cyclone. Nope. All right, up next, a ride I've never been on before. This is Monkey Mayhem. How do you get in? Thank you. If you've never been on a ride like this before, basically you turn this center table and it makes the whole thing spin around. I assume that they're expecting there to be like 3 or 4 people turning this at once because it was really hard to turn this thing. All right, it's getting a little bit easier as we go faster. Oh, really need a lot of people to remove this thing. Okay, so now it's time for one of the classics, the giant slide. And I remember going on this one since I was a little kid back in the 80s. And I think I probably said it last year, but the heavier you are, the faster you go on this thing. And I'm pretty heavy, so I get going really fast. And I actually lift off on these bumps here, and it gets pretty scary. And the thing to remember, though, is do not put your arm or legs down onto the actual slide because you will lose skin, which I did last year. Good times. Next up is one of the Funhouses. This is Surf City. It's my first time on this one. And now the day before I came out here, there was a huge rainstorm, and apparently they didn't dry anything off because this thing was completely soaked, which can be kind of dangerous because there were some stairs in here and a slide, and it was, like I said, completely soaked. And also on this one, they were blasting copyrighted music, so I had to replace the audio for some of it. Everything's wet. That might be kind of dangerous. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh my God, what's with all these slides? I must have been the first one to ride this for the day because the slide was completely wet, and by the time I got to the bottom, my pants were soaked. Yeah. I'm well wet now. All right, thanks. Believe it or not, I've never been on one of these rides before. This one's called Pharaoh's Fury, but I always think of this as the pirate ship ride. And they've always terrified me, but I figured, you know what, for the channel, I'll do it. I'll go on it. And I don't know if I'll ever go on it again. And now this one, I had to block out this kid here. He's, I don't know, maybe 14, 15, 16, something like that. And I think he saw my GoPro because he started flashing gang signs or something. Like, I know I sound like an old man, but he was flashing these signs at me, which you can kind of see through the blur there. So I don't know what they meant. I'm assuming they were something obscene or something. I don't know. So I had to block it out.
my god. That was so scary, sir. This is my 5th time on the ride. I might have to go at 6. See if I'm actually scared of it.
Oh my god. Whew. Yeah, that ride was pretty intense. I had been on 3 rides before that were also pretty intense, so I think this was probably one too many, and I was literally 10 seconds away from vomiting everywhere. So I had to take like a 30-minute break after that. That was rough. So I didn't go on this one, but I couldn't even if I wanted to, because as you can see, they had sandbags in all the chairs. Not sure what that was about. And this ride looked kind of fun, but I was too tall for it, so couldn't go on it. I really wanted to go on this Ferris wheel, but they had a no single rider policy, so I couldn't go. And I always think that's weird. I don't know if it's because they need to balance the cars or they think a single rider's possibly going to jump out. I don't know. And here's the kids roller coaster, Orient Express. And this one I could not go on because I was over the height limit. Which is too bad, because it looks like it might have been fun. Here's their version of the Teacups ride. It looks a lot like the one at Disney World, except a lot smaller and cheaper. Here's some more classics. These ones I would love to go on, but again, I was over the height limit. I am fairly certain these rides are as old as me or older. These are almost certainly from the 70s based on the design and that paint, that metallic flake type paint. Same with these motorcycles. I'm certain these have to be from the 70s, so they're probably pushing 50 years old. These two, you got the old Volkswagen Beetle there and the old Jeep and the dune buggy, so yeah, those have to be from the 70s. And this is the fun slide. It's basically the kids' version of the giant slide. It's still pretty big though.
Yeah, but I went to open my camera and there was
Alright, so I'm back at the Double Decker Carousel. In the last video, I did a ride on the lower level, and this time I figured I'd do a ride on the upper level. I'm not sure how old this carousel is. I don't think it's particularly old, but it's definitely not new either. If anybody knows how old this is, let me know in the comments. If I were to guess, I would say it's probably from maybe the 60s or 70s, so I don't think it's that old. This one was no single riders as well, so I couldn't go on this, but that was fine with me because I did not want to go on this one. That is way too high, and I can just imagine the chain snapping and getting thrown like half a mile, so no thanks. And the infamous Zipper. This one is also no single rider, so sadly I couldn't ride this one, but this is, from what I understand, the most violent ride at pretty much any carnival. I've seen some videos of like the Carpetbagger, and I think Adam Lou went on one of these, and wow, it looks insanely violent. So yeah, I am never going on one of these. Nobody wants to go on these rides with me because, once again, no single riders. Some more rides in Kiddie Land, and like I said, most of these have a height limit that I'm way over, so I couldn't go on these even if I wanted to, but it's still fun to look at them, I think. I could have gone on this ride, but it looks almost identical to Monkey Mayhem, which I went on earlier. It might be a little bit smaller though, it's hard to tell. I thought this one looked pretty fun, Monster Truck. And this one, I would guess this is probably from the 80s. It can't be any newer than that. And for the final ride of the day, we're going to go on the Roaming Railroad train ride. I've never been on this one before. This one is $6 per rider, so it's not included with the wristband. But it was kind of fun. It's really slow paced. It's basically a tour around the Big E. It takes you around, I would say, about half the Big E, roughly. So this will give you a pretty good overview of what the rest of the Big E looks like, and I will be doing a video on the rest of the Big E in probably a couple weeks or so. It's going to be a highly edited video. It's not going to be a 3-hour video like my last biggie one was a couple years ago. Now sit back and relax. I'm not going to do any commentary during the ride, and hopefully you'll be able to take in all the ambiance of the Big E. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. have it. That was riding the rides at the 2023 Big E. I hope you liked both videos. If you did, again, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. Got a lot more videos coming up. I got a lot of flea markets, mall walkthroughs, store walkthroughs, and who knows what else. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.